All right, Ben. So this gonna be Glasses Malone, or Glasses Low, crashing out on all the rappers that said "fuck the streets" a couple days ago. With 21 coming on the interview, basically saying "fuck the streets." Then Thug saying it, Gunna saying it, Lil Baby, and I think Offset said it. So yeah, man, we gonna get into this clip from Ed Hefe real quick. It's gonna be like I said, Glasses Low or uh, Glasses Capone, whatever you want to call him, man. Crashing out, basically, bro. It's gonna be a clip from Young and Hefe. We gonna go right to this real quick. Before we do, make sure everybody follows me. Make sure everybody likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Hit that notification bell. Follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Rumble. Hit the notification bell, hype, share. Let's get into the content.
It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number with the check say.
KBL, you a menace.
Yeah. There's a lot of little boys out here talking that talk, but ain't spinning and walking that walk. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in the smack. Face shots to make the news. We can step when they relax. Group chats to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. 5 bills to get you whacked.
I don't do no bitch ass shit. I keep telling y'all, I'm not compromising. I'm not doing that. I'm mad at fucking 21 because you saying you compromised and let niggas get on. Every time I let some sucker shit happen, I be disappointed in myself. Make something happen. Stop talking, because I don't believe it.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe. And I'm here to bring you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, we got Glasses Malone. Glasses Low, Crips all Crips. So I'm scrolling down, this net space, and I catch this stream of Glasses Malone. And Glasses is going off. This is my first time, catching the stream of Glasses. And if, he got a stream thing going on, I guess I'm gonna have to catch on and see what's going on. Now, however, the situation comes up about Gunna, right? So it seemed like Glasses is calling, think like the lunch table out, whoever they may be, and it's like he's calling 21 Savage out. So we also know what this week, few days ago, something like that, 21 Savage come out and he basically tells his truth, If you hold on to some truth that ain't good, man, it's best you get that off because it definitely weighs you down. So 21 Savage come out and say, hey, man, Gunna didn't mean to do that. Gunna ain't no jail type dude. And I want to say he even alluded to somebody snitching before. I don't know if it was Gunna or somebody else, if I remember. But he basically saying like, hey, get over it, forgive me. Now, with that, that kind of set the internet ablaze. And Glasses Malone is touching on that because I guess somebody asked him to speak on it or whatever. So he like, man, look, out of everybody, man, that's doing blogging or dropping segments or creating content, why y'all ask me? He went ahead and name drop, a few podcast channels as well, right? But I'm gonna drop this and what Glasses had to say. But what I want to say to this segment right, is that I'm not gonna never make no excuse for no snitch because I've been told on if I've done jail many a times. So it ain't no excuse. Where I could have told it been home, right? Now, what I do believe, and this is not no excuse for nobody, is that a lot of people don't know the feds. A lot of people is illiterate. I was illiterate when I first went to the feds. And if you don't know the feds play a word game. And you will get yourself crossed up signing plea agreements, not knowing what you're doing. And your attorney is not going to tell you all the time. But with that being said, we about to get into this segment. And you already know, man, it's the Hef Way and the Hef Effect. We going to commentate.
Y'all keep letting this old punk ass shit happen. I can't even get on 21. Niggas keep making excuses for a nigga. How the lunch table making excuses for a nigga that told? And then you making some lame ass excuses. We don't deserve to be on the same fucking earth. We don't deserve to be on the same earth. We don't. Because if you can understand why Gunna told, you have no business being at this fucking table.
Keep.
Because in real life, you couldn't be around me.
Keep watching.
No, get your ass up out of here.
Don't leave. Don't get your ass out of here.
I don't want tainted money. I don't want.
Keep you.
I don't want tainted support. I don't want compromise support. I don't want none of that.
You might get through to him.
You can't get through to him because something fractured on the inside. I have no compromise. I just told Thomas this. I'm not compromising. Y'all got too many niggas with back brokes. You got one nigga laid up talking about he waking up sore because he's pursuing some money. Y'all got enough dick sucking ass niggas. Everywhere you look, you got a bitch ass nigga to support. Everywhere you look. Y'all got a bunch of punk niggas to support. You got a bunch of punk niggas that wouldn't get out here and say what they said for real. You got a bunch of them. It's so many of them, it's scary, dog. Every last fucking stream, every stream compromised. One nigga ain't compromised. One nigga ain't compromised. One. I'm on my homies all the time because they be sounding compromised. I'm on my partners all the time because they sounding compromised. Everybody compromised. I'm not compromising. I'm not asking too much. I'm just asking for a man to be accountable. You putting that shit in that man motherfucking DM, it's a lot of niggas that want that energy. You gonna give it to him? Because y'all arguing about some old rap shit? I don't think we should exist the same. Why do you come here thinking to yourself, you trying to make sense to me about why niggas should tell? Why would you come to me with that? Why? You could go to ACT advocates for snitching. Flock advocates for snitching. All of these people advocate for snitching. Why would you come here and try to convince me that it makes sense for Gunna to tell?
Somebody said that in the chat.
They keep saying it.
That's crazy.
Why do you feel like the right thing to do is come to me and tell me like, listen, this ain't an anti-Drake chat. This is an anti-bitch nigga chat. That's what this is. This is an anti-bitch nigga stream. I don't do no bitch ass shit. I keep telling y'all, I'm not compromising. I'm not doing that. I'm mad at fucking 21 because you said you compromised and let niggas get on. Every time I let some sucker shit happen, I'll be disappointed in myself. Make something happen. Stop talking because I don't believe it.
Y'all heard it right there, and I'm pretty sure y'all get the gist of what was being said right now. Like I said before, I've been told on more than once. I've done jail multiple times. Ain't ever told on nobody. Took it clean. Got on. Never debrief. It gave no evidence on nothing. Just went ahead, took my bumps, scars, and bruises, and did my time, right? Now, all this was state until I made it to the feds. And when I did make it to the feds didn't play no game with me. They stretched me and gave me a lengthy sentence for the first time in 10 years, right? But I could have got 6. But playing with them people, trying to wait it out, thinking it's a game, they showed me who was running things for real. Now, allow me to say this, as I've said before, pertaining to this gunner thing. We ain't never making no exception or excuse for anybody that told. It is what it is. But let me say this, just in my experience. In the feds is not like the state. Now, the feds play tricky games when you're on indictments and on cases with other people. So let's just say, for instance, right, we're on a case with each other and you want to fight your case, but I'm like, look, man, I'm not trying to play. These people playing hardball. I'm trying to get out of here. And you know, when I first went down on my case on a 62-man indictment, that was a lot of the chatter on the case, right? They didn't care once we got in jail and people seen what we was facing. Dudes do not care. Dudes start talking about their family. Dudes start talking about they got to get back out of jail. Dudes didn't care what the other dudes had going on. A lot of dudes took deals. And me, I can call it right now, me and my loyal stupidity, I went ahead and went to a motion I had no business going to, which them people raised my sentence up because we lost that motion hearing that wasn't in favor, and I didn't even have no phone taps, but I was just, trying to hold the team down, you feel me? To where a lot of other people, not that they're in the wrong, they got their deal and got they out the way. Like, I'm not about to play. This is foreign in me. I don't know what's going on. Let me get out the way. Now, I'm not saying this is Gunner's situation, but what I'm saying, even when I was being sentenced, it was still homies that was fighting a case that was going to go on and go to trial and take it all away. And my lawyer told me that he think I should take it to trial. And I told him, man, you're crazy. These people not playing. And he told me, like, look, the time that they offering you, the deal that they offering you, I guarantee if you go to trial, more than likely, even if you lose, you're going to get less time. And that can sound right to me because anybody and everybody know if you blow trial, you lose trial, man, they upping you the ante. But the truth was, all the homies blew trial. Nobody won a trial. And all them dudes got under the sentence that I took a deal for. They all got under 10 years. Only one dude got stressed out, and that was the homie on the indictment. That was it. So with that being said, when I had took my deal, I had to go to a sentencing hearing like 2 different times because I had to make them people change the writing in my plea agreement for the homies who was still fighting their cases, because they was trying to make me take a plea agreement saying that I sold these pills and I was in on this indictment and I did it for this person. And I'm like, man, hold on. If anything, I did this for me. I'm not saying I sold nothing with nobody and did nothing for nobody. Definitely somebody that's still fighting a case, because me signing this deal and going on about my way, when they go to trial, they're going to use that deal and be like, oh, well, your boy signed the deal saying that he sold drugs with you in or for you. And all this in furtherance, this him right here, Joseph Thomas. This is his name signed right here. He took a deal. So these are the type of games they play. I don't know their situation, but from what's being explained, it seemed like he was really like, man, trying to get out the way, and he just signed the deal. And the deal was saying that YSL is a game, which was bad. So he got labeled as a snitch and whatever else came with it. But if you foreign to them feds, you get caught up in them games. And I've seen many people get caught up in them games that didn't mean to tell. They just thought they was taking a deal. And in that deal, it basically was helping the government in a prosecution prosecute somebody else. So, it'd be situations like this. I don't know if this that situation, but, Glasses crashed out and, called out who he called out. And, we heard 21, speak on it earlier, whatever the case may be. I don't know what's going to happen, if these dudes going to make up or what it's going to be. But we're going to conclude that there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Me and you ain't got no motherfucking beef, nigga. Stop telling motherfuckers me and you got beef, because we don't. I just don't fuck with your bitch ass.
All right, so for this video, I want to talk about this incident that happened the other night where the blind blood Munchie B got way too drunk and he was annoying as fuck on stream, and this triggered the 16 to enter a fit of rage.
Oh, for real.
Drunk guy.
Adam 60.
Drunk guy alert.
You acting like a op. Adam 60.
Speaking of which, I heard
Munchie.
Adam was about to
Clicking
get
up.
into some beef.
16 was so fucking mad, and this was really concerning because at one point the 16 appeared to actually kick and attack Munchie B physically.
What?
This was extremely crazy to me anyways. And then he marks out Munchie B, the likes of which haven't been seen. I mean, this is one of the worst markouts ever because it's being administered by a New Hampshire cuck.
What?
And it doesn't get any worse than that to be marked out to this degree by this cuck. That's what makes it so newsworthy to me. So we're going to start with this first clip. This is a super chat. This first clip is going to be a super chat that came in that complained about Munchie B being too drunk and too annoying. And this is what kicked things off. This is what got the 16 to start sort of, getting things started. Let's take a look at this. Watch this.
Gavin, he says, substances holding this show back bad. Half of the hosts of the show are consistently too fucked up to conversate. Munchie can't not make shit about him. Yes, Munchie. We should probably talk about this shit because you have
And
kind
the
of,
word is
man,
coming.
Hey, hold
it's been a
on,
little
hold
rough
on.
this episode.
Let's make it about me right now.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the 16's blood is boiling. He's sick of Munchie B. He wants to air this out right now. He wants to put Munchie in his place, okay? And this is what's going to lead us into this next clip. This is going to be Munchie B trying to right the ship and try to get the 16 back on his side. And Munchie B's blind, remember that. So he relies more on other senses. And so Munchie B starts putting out his feelers to try to communicate with the 16. And the 16 doesn't like this. He doesn't like being touched by Munchie B's skin. Wait till you hear this. Look at this.
You're way too drunk and you just keep talking about your own shit.
What
We're
about-
talking about like topics and then you just start babbling. I dare you to watch this podcast back. You won't do it. Don't stop touching me. Stop it. Stop poking me. What the fuck is this? Get your dead hand off of me.
Right
Get
now.
out of here.
So the 16 is obviously disgusted by Munchie B's fingers. Why would he? I mean, that's really crazy. So he's just trying to, like I said, extend his feelers out, try to get a sense of things. But the 16 is he's grossed out by Munchie B's hand. That's pretty concerning. So let's go to this next part where the 16 loses his temper and begins grabbing and kicking Munchie B out of anger. This is crazy. Watch this.
No, right
Get
now.
out of here.
No. Let's do it right now. About me. Man, you got-
Stop putting your dirty ass hand on me, bro.
No.
Bro, I just don't want your hands are dry as get some lotion before you touch me.
You don't be using.
So the 16 denied kicking him there, which is crazy because I'm watching it. It's like you can't, if something is available on video, you can't just say something different happened. So as you can see, the 16 shoves using his giant dinosaur leg, shoves Munchie B, and then adds a kick on at the end. If I'd like to play that back to this. So the 16 kicks Munchie B, sending him flying across the room, okay, out of anger. I mean, he could have handled this so much differently. He could have made it funny. Remember, at this point, before the 16 lost his temper, everyone was mad at Munchie for ruining the show. Nobody was mad at the 16, but everyone is mad at him now because of how he behaved. What a stupid ass cuck. And he's a kicker too, which is crazy because everyone. So do you guys remember the kid at school that used to kick? Anytime he was in any type of scuffle, he was always relying on kicks. And this is what we're seeing here. The 16's upper body strength wasn't enough to separate himself from Munchie B, so he needed to use his feet, his giant tree trunk legs. So that was really pathetic. I want to add there too is that the 16 is a kicker. He was the kid at school that used to kick. And I think that it's worth pointing out here that he kicked a registered blind man. What the fuck is he kicking a blind? So I want to find out if this is some sort of abuse. He's kicking a blind blood, for crying out loud. He can't defend himself. So he has to just accept it and let the 16 mark him out. So he's marking out. Imagine marking out a blind person who is completely incapacitated off of alcohol and can't even put together a rational sentence. He's so fucked up. Imagine marking that person out on camera as a 40-year-old cuck from New Hampshire. That's where we got problems.
Hold on.
Listen, listen. Hey, no. I'm talking.
Hold on.
Listen,
Hold
no,
on.
I'm not holding on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
When you say
We all, Munchie. No, I'm not trying to hold on. I'm talking. I'm talking. Stop touching me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
Munchie.
Right or wrong? And then you said, I said, damn, you use it. No, I just let the black water.
Right what the fuck are you talking about, Munchie?
So if the 16's so worried about being touched by Munchie B, then why is he pointing in Munchie B's blind face?
What?
His fingers are like inches away from his nose. He's pointing at him. Some incidental touching is going to happen. You can't put your finger in someone's face, and then when they like touch you, you can't say, "Don't fucking touch me." That's not how it works, cock. You're actually in the wrong. Okay, so let's look at this next clip where the 16 starts to go into a rage.
You talking about drunk Munchie?
Yes, because you're being drunk as annoying as you're fucking touching me and shit. You won't shut the up,
bro.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to get through the fucking donations, and you won't shut the fuck up.
You go for donations
because you keep talking about yourself. Every single donation I read, you turn it into a 10-minute monologue about yourself, talking about some random shit, and then you start touching me with your dead skeleton hand.
Let's talk about. Let's do whack 100 bet.
Comes in and gets blackout drunk for no reason every time. It's holding you back. Stop doing this. You're not invited on this podcast if you're going to keep showing up wasted.
So now he's threatening to fire Munchie B over this. And this is so humiliating to Munchie B. Munchie B is so stupid. He's so drunk. He's so annoying. And now he's about to get fired. Now he's going to start getting scared. And the way that the 16 treats him is so disrespectful. Look at this.
But it's my podcast. And why the fuck would I keep inviting you on when you're acting like a drunk retard?
Bro, because you have these subjects.
Bro. I'm trying to get through the fucking donations and you won't shut the fuck up. Like
and so Munchie B starts getting desperate. And again, his natural instinct is to feel the 16's arm. And this is not going to go over well. Look
I'm
at
gonna believe you ever again.
No. Right now, can we bet $1,000?
So do you think that this podcast is not being held back by your alcohol issues?
No. You said, hold on. You said, bro.
I'm not betting you anything. And stop touching me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop touching me. I don't need your weird ass hands in my face.
That's how you know you pop.
Bro. Man, I am out of here.
No, he
Stop touching me.
No, you lied to my last year. What?
Look at what's going on. This is what, so the 16 couldn't handle this. Now, this is probably annoying. I'm not going to lie, but to handle it like this, to be screaming at the top of your lungs and slamming your desk, something must be going on at home that we don't know about. The 16, you know what? The 16 probably, in my imagination, he probably does this to his family.
What?
That's really glaring and telling. I mean, this is how the 16 handles his anger, but he only does it against the indefensible, the people that he knows he has a physical advantage over, like this blind, disabled blood. Munchie B, it can't do anything about nothing. The 16 could whoop his ass. A 10-year-old could whoop his ass. You know, he's blind. So for the 16 to be acting like this, it's just really, really absurd and concerning on all fronts. And so the 16 realizes by the chat that he was over the line. And so now he's all smiles. Everything's fine. Look at him.
Oh, said, please end the pod. Forget the donations. Please end it. Please.
I sounded like when dad and dad fight.
Wow, the cuck's mood is all over the place. This is alarming. I'm wondering what's going on. Is this bipolar? I mean, what is this? 30 seconds ago, he was in a blind rage. He was screaming and slamming things. He was kicking people. And now he's just all smiles and all laughs. This was not very long ago. I want to know, is this rage just pent up inside of him from, he's taking his marriage out on Munchie? God knows that he doesn't wear the pants at home, so now he's trying to wear the pants at work. You know, the 16 has been fighting with Lena. We've seen him talk about this.
She doesn't, but I mean, like, we could be fighting, and then like I'm not gonna come on here and like talk about what we're fighting
So what
about.
y'all fight about if she don't pay attention to it? Is it some shit you see?
Believe it or not, we have things in real life that we could fight about.
Nothing social media though.
Wow. So Lena does fight with her cuck all the time. It would seem they probably fight every single day, I think. So that's fucked. Now this next part is going to show Adam 16 touching Munchie B. This is crazy. Look at this.
We talked about a clip from the Hood Stocks podcast, and shout out to Munchie B. I love Munchie B, even though he's drunk fuck and we had to argue about it. But
okay, so the 16 just violated Munchie B's personal space. This is something the 16 flies off the handle for. Why is he allowed to touch people and other people aren't allowed to touch him? That's the question that we need answers to that we'll never get. So this next part's going to be Munchie B on his YouTube channel explaining himself.
What I'm tripping off of is shut the fuck up. You don't tell no adult to shut the fuck up, right? And then, you know, I'm faded, so my memory is foggy. The title say Adam 22 crashed out and kick Munchie or something. I'm like, kick me. So I hit the same group text with Adam. I say, hey, Adam, would you kick my chair? He said, no, I didn't kick you. I was like getting away from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. Well, I need to change that fucking title.
He got kicked, and I got it right here on video. But anyways, so now he says that he's demanding a special sit down on camera so that he can address whatever he wants to address. And he says that he's not coming back until his demands are met. This is crazy. Look at
And
this.
I told Adam, hey, we got to get on camera and holler. I don't care whether it's Instagram live or live at No Jumper, so I could address what I need to address, but before next week, before Monday, because I can't let that much time go by without addressing what I need to address. But if Monday come and I don't get that sit down or that dialogue off, well, I ain't tripping. I ain't got to come back because I got to get shit squared away first before I go back on the Tuesday show acting like everything all shits and giggles. Nah, hell no.
So Munchie B says he doesn't give a fuck about no Jumper, and he's just straight up not coming back unless the 16 does what he's told. So we're going to see how this goes. And I don't think it's going to go the way Munchie B wants it to. Munchie B is extremely expendable to the 16. The 16 hates Munchie. The 16 doesn't want Munchie to even touch him. So it's hard for me to imagine him meeting Munchie's demands like this. So we're just going to have to wait and find out. So anyways, that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, so last night, Adam 16 issued a challenge for $1,000 prize for anyone that could find a clip of him laughing about 4Extra's hand getting exploded.
What? You knew that the clip was out there? Wouldn't you sit around for an hour or two and try to find the clip to get $1,000?
Yeah. So apparently 4Extra turned on the 16 and doesn't want anything to do with him anymore because he says the 16 laughed at him immediately after his hand was detonated.
He's speaking about me. He's getting very in his feelings, and he makes it clear that it really, really hurt him to see me laughing about what happened to him while he was still in the hospital.
And so now what's going on is the 16 is enraged by this because he says he did not laugh at 4Extra. He's adamant. He's issuing a challenge for anyone that can find a clip of him laughing at 4Extra's hand.
To anybody who's saying that I'm lying, all you got to do is find the clip. And there's only 2 podcasts that you could even try to find the clip in, because I did the news on Monday right after it happened, and then I did the No Jumper show Tuesday.
So the challenge is on. It has to be on those 2 podcasts. And so I'm like, okay, so that's easy. But something else that he said really just sort of caught my eye. I want to share it with you guys.
And all I'm saying is, like, find the clip. Let me know, like, where you can find the clip of me laughing at him, because I have watched the footage. There is a part where I laugh. Want to know when I laugh?
If you watch the footage, there is a part where I laugh. What? So what are we doing here? You just said that you didn't laugh. You're mad at 4Extra for lying about you laughing at him. And then you just said, okay, there is a part where... So there is a part where you laugh, cuck. Now listen to what he says he laughed at.
There is a part where I laugh. Want to know when I laugh? That's because Lush goes, like, I say, yo, this situation exploded onto the internet. And Lush goes, are you sure that's the proper use of words there?
See, Lush always pointing out bullshit.
So what he's talking about is the 16 came into the office and he said, so the story exploded onto the scene. And he's trying to be funny, but he's doing deadpan. because what he wants to do is he wants everyone to start making fun of 4Extra on camera, but they're all afraid to. So the 16 starts to try to get things started by doing like this deadpan humor where he's keeping a straight face and uses an obvious play on words to make fun of 4Extra's hand. You tell me that you watch this clip and you tell me that the 16's not making a joke here.
Everybody was hanging out on 4th of July. We all saw it explode onto the internet. A lot of people thought it was fake. We could talk about that too, but it turns out.
Say explode onto the internet.
Look, y'all crazy, man.
See, that's the problem, man. Because even
You can't say nothing, huh?
exactly, I already had somebody tell me, "Oh, why you dressed up like the firecracker that blew his hand up?" I'm like, God damn, I can't even put a tie-dye shirt on without somebody coming up with a narrative.
So he wasn't laughing at 4Extra. He was laughing at Lush because Lush was laughing at the 16's joke about 4Extra. Oh, okay. I get
Whole
it.
room starts laughing, and I kind of like laughed at the fact that Lush had tried to make a joke about it, but like skewing that as like, oh, I laughed at him is not accurate. But that's what he's trying to get the world to believe. But again, the challenge is on. We need the footage.
I can honestly say,
and so there you have it. The 16 says the challenge is on. Go find me footage. So he wants the footage of him laughing. Well, I've got it right here. And I want people to understand, well, they already, so here's the thing. The 16 doesn't understand that if you laugh at jokes that are directed towards someone's exploded hand that just happened, and it's one of your friends, it's one of your good friends that you consider to be a friend, and you're laughing at jokes about their fingers being exploded off, then you're laughing at your friend. I mean, that's what laughing at someone is. Someone's mocking this. You're laughing at it. That's laughing at the explosion of the hand. Now, with that being said, I want you guys to take a look at this clip this is the $1,000 clip right here. This is the 16 laughing at jokes about 4Extra's hand days after it happened. And he's doing it with 4Extra's enemies. Look at this.
Anyway,
I seen you donated $1,000. You're gonna get that new robot thing going, huh? AI technology.
That's the government. They got, yeah. See, look how bad this looks already. Already, people are trying to get me to laugh, crack jokes. Anyway,
you just laughed at 4Extra. You see, now you're making me look bad. Yeah, you got a big smile on your face, Cock. Of course you look bad. You're joking around with 4Extra's enemies about some sort of bionic hand or some fucking robot hand this is a big joke to them. Okay, so the 16 owes me $1,000. I want that pretty much whenever he can get to it, because I'll never get it. But I'm just, I'm pointing this out that this was pretty easy to dispel, this rumor that he made up that he didn't laugh. He laughed. Even his chat called him out and said that he's full of shit, that he was with all the activities, with the joking around and stuff, the subliminals.
See, okay, I'm just going to zero in on this one comment. Keep it a buck and take accountability, bro. We all seen you doing slosh shit in on the jokes fool. Okay.
At what point?
Yeah. Where's the clip?
No, at what point though?
Yeah. When?
Yeah.
So everyone but the 16 is wrong, according to the 16. The 16's like, I don't know why everyone keeps telling me this. They're all wrong. I'm right. They're all wrong. Is that why everyone is? I mean, this is like really crazy narcissistic behavior. For him to not understand something that like the whole world understands except for him, that's actually pretty fascinating, because it was obvious. It was so obvious that he was trying to make it funny that it's not even funny. Look at this.
I mean, I feel bad because it's like we were exploring various options for him. There was the rapping lane, obviously. There's the boxing lane, the podcasting lane. It feels like the boxing lane is completely out of the picture unless, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody out there, or maybe we could get somebody to tie an arm behind their back.
Him versus T-Rel.
See that one-arm kickboxer that does it.
Especially when his nub heals up or whatever, and he can fucking kind of use that. Like, he's not going to probably be like punching with the nub, but I feel like, being able to use the rest of your body, like, I felt like he could probably get a lot of damage done.
So this is obvious joking around. He's saying we can get someone to tie their hand behind their back. Really? Is that a serious thing that you're saying? Or are you joking around, but you can't laugh? He's doing all of his jokes that he was thinking of earlier, but he's doing it deadpan style so he can say he wasn't joking. But the chat is joking around. The chat he's trying to get laughing emojis in that chat. Don't you get it? The chat understood exactly what he was doing, and that's why they're calling him out right now, and that's why the 16's so enraged. He thinks that his chat is stupid. He thinks 4Extra stupid. 4Extra is not stupid. 4Extra just has an insanely low vocabulary, but he's intelligent. He can pick up on stuff. And he could tell that the 16 was making fun of him. Everyone could tell. That's why they're calling him out for it right now.
Keep it a buck and take accountability, bro. We all seen you doing Slosh shit in on the jokes fool. Okay.
At what point?
Yeah. Where's the clip?
The clip has been shown actually, but there's also there's more stuff that the chat noticed that the 16 was doing. The 16 was like gathering up all of 4Extra's enemies and trying to get them to start making fun of 4Extra on camera so that it could go crazy and he can get rich off of it. He wanted to be the only one not making fun of 4Extra. He wanted everyone else in the room to make fun of 4Extra, and he was going to allow it.
Some people here in the room, let's be totally real, some people here have a dog in the fight. Munchie had been going back and forth with him, shitting on him, saying that he wasn't all he was cracked up to be. And then in addition to that, King Pill had been turned down for a fight, and 4Extras actually said that you were a smoker, that you were not worthy of getting in the ring with him, etc.
Damn.
I can't help but feel like it probably hit Shaw slightly different than it hit other people.
Oh yeah, man. Shit, I already.
So the 16 was excited as fuck to get everyone to make fun of 4Extra on camera and have him be the only one not laughing. But what ended up happening is no one wanted to go in on 4Extra because it's kind of cornball activity. And this made the 16 very irritated. And he actually protested this. He actually came out and complained that no one was making fun of 4Extra and that they're basically hypocrites because they made fun of other people's disabilities.
It was hard not to acknowledge the hypocrisy of the fact that many of us in this room, particularly this couch, have spent a lot of oxygen making fun of other people who are missing limbs.
It happens.
It's a hip hop thing. I'm just going to blame it on that. That being said, 4Extra missing a hand. I feel like he's going to be one of these guys. I was assuming like he'll just kind of keep, once the bandages come off or whatever, I feel like he'll keep it tucked up in there. Like, I don't know, the idea of him just like flaunting his nub is like crazy to imagine. I don't think he's going to be showing whatever he's got left off. There's a clip of me talking about this when I first came in Monday, and I said how Munchie B didn't disrespect 4Extra. And then a lot of people were pointing out, no, Adam, you got that wrong. Munchie absolutely was making jokes as soon as this happened.
I don't think genuinely that Munchie went as hard as he could have. You feel me? Like, I think he was showing restraint. I agree. And
so the 16 was bummed out that no one would make fun of 4Extra on camera for profits. So he went ahead and did the honors and was making his own jokes, but he was doing little sly shit, as the chat was saying. And again, the 16, he could have the entire world telling him something and he'll still say that it's wrong. And then he's right.
It's the same thing with everybody says that I said that I wanted to stop doing rap content and start doing politics.
Oh, yeah. Fool, you did?
So many people have said that.
Did you say it?
No, I never said it. And same thing with this situation. I offered $1,000. I said, find the clip.
Why is 1,000 always?
If you knew that the clip was out there, wouldn't you sit around for an hour or two and try to find the clip to get $1,000?
Yeah.
It's made up. It doesn't exist.
I got the clip right here.
A robot thing going, huh? AI technology.
That's the government.
So that's $1,000 clip there. And again, the 16 can't figure out why everyone is telling him that he's wrong.
And people swear and they say it over and over and over like it's real. It's kind of amazing.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Anything that you wish that, or you feel like you could have done differently in dealing with him in this situation?
No. I handled it perfectly, and he was behaving like a child. That's my honest opinion. I mean, he was honestly kind of hating on me even when he was still in the hospital before I had even had a chance to speak on it, because I tried to go to the hospital and got rejected, even though, and then later they told Remo, oh, we thought that he was going to want to film something. Why would you think that? All I said was I was going to pull up. I said I was going to pull up alone, too.
Well, why would he think that I was going to film something? I told him I was going to pull up alone. Well, didn't you pull up alone to Crip Mac's sentencing and you filmed that and profited off of that, off of Crip Mac's sentencing?
All right, I'm back iPhoning myself today. Very fateful day. Crip Mac will be sentenced today. We're going to figure out. You see, I shouted you out on that Dirty Six interview.
And so the 16 was definitely going to film something and make content out of it. And 4Extra didn't want to be content that day. 4Extra was like in the hospital recovering from like blindness and his fingers being blown every which way. He really doesn't want to deal with a fucking BMX cuck fidgeting around with his cell phone trying to film vlogs and shit like that. but the 16 doesn't understand stuff like that. So he says he turned on me already. No, he didn't turn on you. He just didn't want to be content for you that day that he was in the hospital recovering from an explosion.
All I really got to say for extra is that when you're doing your tax returns, which I'm sure you do yourself, when you're doing your tax returns this year, I just want you to think about how much money you made when you were with me and how much money you're making without me. At some point, despite how up your own ass your head is, you're going to realize that you made a stupid fucking decision and you did it based on something that was almost entirely invented within your mind.
Hey, guess what though?
All right, so there you have it, guys. That's a video. The 16 has been cucked again, proven wrong again by me. And so thank you guys for watching. Check out the Patreon and you'll find hours and hours and hours of unseen point and shoot that's not on YouTube. Okay, so check that out and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, so for this video, I wanted to go over this recent situation involving the cocaine bot, Lush One, because he has admitted to doing something pretty insane, and you're going to love this. This is something that most shameless people in the world would never admit to, especially on camera. So you've got to see this. We're going to go to the first clip. This is Lush One appearing on the Apollo.
I'm a joint, bro. Like, if I go somewhere that people already know who the fuck I am and where
So Lush One pulls up to the Apollo and he is higher than pterodactyl tits.
What?
And he just starts talking, and then they immediately, for some reason, they just start going into his past drug use.
I was sober. I've been sober for 3.5 years, and like
you
when
sober, you sober right now for 3.5 years?
No,
I'm
he
not
got
right now.
fired. No, yeah.
Oh.
He had got fired and went and started hitting the crack again.
Yeah, exactly. I literally got fired and went straight to Skid Row.
So they're talking about when Lush One got fired from No Jumper and fell off the wagon and started doing an array of drugs. This was like 2 years ago. And so MacWap says he went right back to smoking that crack. And he's not. So the thing is that MacWap doesn't mean this literally. He doesn't know what the fuck Lush was doing. This is just a general term that MacWap is using for like Lush's hard drugs. He didn't mean literally smoking crack out of a stem on the side of the road like Lush. And so Lush was this is what Lush was actually doing. And Lush is like, yeah, fool, I was smoking woolies and shit outside with my partners, you feel me?
What?
And they're like, wait, what? Keem doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's like, damn, that's crazy. Keem didn't have no idea about the bot. So this next clip is going to be, so MacWap gets up to answer the door and Keem and Lush start having a side convo. And this is where Lush One reveals that he is under the influence of Adderall.
What?
Man, I'm about to give me a burger. You hungry, man?
Nah, I'm straight.
You good? I'm about to get some food.
I'm on Adderall.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, you don't use Adderall?
I never have in my life. But what? Yeah, but what is it I hear?
So Keem asks the bot if he's hungry, if he wants a burger or something. And Lush says, nah, I'm straight, fool. But then he blurts out for no reason at all, unprovoked. He just wants it to be known, I'm on Adderall right now, fool.
What?
And it's just like, no one asked you that. He wants people to know. He's as high as possible at this point, and he wants to admit things. He wants to confess everything. And that's a common side effect probably. So this next clip is just going to be Lush vibing out high as fuck on Adderall, and he's just really having a good time.
Think faster?
Yeah.
Nigga had to take Adderall to come fuck with us.
Every
So
day.
he could keep up.
Every day of my life.
How you feeling?
Ain't no keeping up. I'm laughing, y'all. What's up?
I'm laughing, y'all. That nigga up here.
My sleep.
Nah, you
Not
good.
just
You a
playing.
nigga, Lush. You a nigga out
So
here.
nobody asked him shit. He just said, I'm on Adderall right now, fool. I just took Adderall. I am currently high as fuck on Adderall. You feel me? And so MacWap's like, what else is this guy? Maybe if we ask him, I wonder what he'll say if we ask him something. So that's exactly what happens next. MacWap is going to say, when's the last time you smoked crack? Wait till you hear what Lush says.
When the last time you smoked crack?
Sooner than I'd like to admit.
Oh. Was it like, what kind of high? Nah, we don't got to talk
You never
about
smoked crack before?
Hell
You didn't
no.
coke before?
When was the last time you smoked crack? Sooner than I'd like to admit.
What?
So MacWap thought that he was going to get like fool, like, I'm going to say probably like high school type shit. You feel me? Because I want you to remember that MacWap he was joking when he said that Lush went back to smoking crack. But when Lush said sooner than I'd like to admit, that's what actually kicked off the curiosity in McWop. Okay, so now MacWop's curious. He's like, I wonder when Lush actually did smoke actual physical crack. MacWop thought he was joking, but the joke became a reality. And so Keem and MacWop are slowly starting to realize that no, Lush is actually talking about actual crack.
Was it organic at least?
Fourth and Corcoran, you can get it right now.
You ratting? That's ratting.
Okay.
Crack or cocaine?
Crack. Talking about crack.
I'm talking about caviar.
That's crack.
Damn.
You said smoke crack.
Yeah.
All the conversation.
Caviar is crazy though. I didn't know niggas call it caviar. I heard
nothing but the caviar. Nothing but the caviar by
So Lush 1 is so fucking pinged right now off this Adderall that he just wants to just express himself. Okay. He wants to tell people all about the caviar and where he goes to get it. And he's just really proud of this. And this is a really crazy sort of crossover because you guys got to remember the Apollo, these guys are Kendrick Lamar's good friends.
What?
That's not a joke. These are Kendrick Lamar and Lush 1 sitting. This is like a crazy crossover to me. Lush 1, the cocaine bot, is sitting with Kendrick Lamar's old friends, telling him about crack, giving him game on the crack, just rapping to him. And then she started feeling herself like someone else in this apartment. Beg your pardon, no, I rap, baby. How old are you? She said 22. I said 43. Okay, then we are crack babies. Damn, why you say that?
Nah, that's crazy though, bro. So it was like that. It was like some 80s type shit.
So this is where Lush starts getting specific on when the last time he held that pipe to his lips. Listen to this.
Like that. It was like some 80s type shit.
Oh yeah, no. So what's the high of crack? The most recent I smoked crack, shit, like probably like a few weeks ago. Like,
oh man. Oh no.
But it was like a once in a blue. It was like when in Rome type of thing.
I love us, man.
I swear to God, Lush, I didn't even know that shit was still out, nigga. Like,
you're a good man. If you out
I fuck with Lush,
like
bro. I swear to
I don't
God.
lie about anything.
Good man.
I don't lie about anything I'm saying.
A few weeks ago.
What?
So what we can all really learn from this is that Lush likes to get high and admit things. So a few weeks ago, Lush was literally operating a glass pipe. That's fucking crazy. So Lush is feeling important right now. Lush thinks that he is giving him the best pod they've ever had. He feels like he's MVP. So he's a little bit. And
yeah, man, we'll be out to the next one, man. Glasses well crashes out.
I'm really from
and
LA.
we'll be back in the next one. Follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, Rumble, notification bell.
Whoever said when
hype
they
and
was
share,
all like, oh yeah,
and we gone.
in a rap battle said he's from Oakland. Want to know why I said that?
Oh, you seen that?
Because I
look at the way that he positions himself in this chair. He's got